Ever heard of the term coal breaker? Sounds kind of harmless, right? Like maybe something related to heating or maybe some old-timey job. Well, let me paint you a picture. Imagine a dangerous 8 to 9-story building, full of sharp rocks, blazing furnaces, and blood-stained hands. Welcome to the world of coal breakers. If you thought the Industrial Revolution was all about progress and shiny new machines, think again. These places were literally death traps, and we're still cleaning up the mess today. So why were these hellholes still in business for so long? And why did kids, yes kids, have to work in them? Strap in, this is going to be a wild ride through some of the most dangerous work conditions ever. Hey there, fellow history buffs. Welcome back to History Decoded, where we take a closer look at the stories that are often forgotten, hidden, or just plain ignored. You're going to want to hit that subscribe button, because today we're digging into one of the most horrifying yet tragically overlooked chapters of industrial history, coal breakers. Now I know what you're thinking. Why should I care about some dusty old coal mines? Well, let me tell you, the history behind these places will make you thankful for modern labor laws. If you're ready for a grim but fascinating look at child labor, industrial disasters, and Pennsylvania's dark mining past, let's get started. So what exactly is a coal breaker, you ask? Well, picture this: a massive wooden structure the size of a small skyscraper, and inside workers, mostly kids, would sift through coal, breaking it apart, sorting out impurities, and sending it down a series of dangerous conveyor belts and crushing machines. Sounds like the perfect place to get accidentally maimed, doesn't it? Why would anyone design such a hellscape? The goal was simple: make coal ready for market by cleaning it up and sorting it into different sizes. But the execution, not so simple, and that's putting it mildly. The technology might have been innovative at the time, but it wasn't exactly safe. Here's where things get especially messed up. Children, yes, some as young as 8 years old, were forced to work in these hellholes. What kind of society allows that? Oh, wait, this was the 1800s, so child labor was basically normal. Kids were tasked with picking out rocks and slate from the coal, all while the machinery around them roared to life. And get this, no gloves, no helmets, just kids handling sharp, dangerous debris. The fact that these kids were handling dangerous machines with their bare hands is beyond insane. And guess what? They didn't even have a safety net, literally. If a child got caught in the machinery, well, let's just say their families wouldn't be receiving any child support after that. Is it really hard to see why this is a horrific way for kids to spend their days? Now I know what you're thinking. Okay, the machines were dangerous, but were they that bad? Oh, you bet. These machines crushed, compressed, and pulverized coal and anything in their way. Workers would often end their 10-hour shifts covered in cuts and bruises. And the worst part? Coal dust, the invisible killer. It got into their lungs, causing black lung disease. Fun fact, they didn't have modern health care to help them back then. So breathe in a bunch of coal dust and, whoops, you're looking at a death sentence. But hey, at least they got a paycheck, right? Oh wait, that came with the occasional lost finger, or if you were really unlucky, a lost limb. Yikes. Now let's talk about the fires. And by fires, I mean the multiple catastrophic fires that tore through these facilities, leaving workers scrambling for their lives. In fact, the Sibley breaker, the one we're talking about here, had 2 major fires that destroyed it in its lifetime. But hey, don't worry. The company rebuilt it faster than you could say insurance claim. All good, right? Well, not really. You can't just rebuild the human cost of these places. Over the years, 43 workers lost their lives on the Sibley coal breaker site alone. But sure, go ahead, rebuild and pretend everything's fine. We can't be bothered with safety when there's money to be made, right? Right? By the 1920s, thanks to the National Child Labor Committee and increasing public outrage, coal breakers began to phase out. The days of kids being sent to work in these death traps were finally over. Sort of. Sure, the technology became obsolete, and automation made breakers unnecessary. But don't forget, the scars of this industry are still felt today. The breakers' legacy of child labor and industrial death lives on. And honestly, it's kind of shocking how few people even know about it. So what do you think? Should coal breakers be remembered as a necessary evil of the Industrial Revolution? Or are they just another dark chapter we should never forget? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And subscribe to History Decoded, because there's a lot more where this came from. Don't forget to like and share this video to keep the history alive. We'll see you in the next one.